Hello, and this is Alex Blazewski here, the Health Business Guru, and welcome to the third part of my 5 easy to implement marketing ideas for your health practice. Now, today I'm going to reveal an arguably the most powerful strategy that I had used in my own health practices, and it's an absolute must-watch for you if you're a health business owner and you are wanting to get more clients, more patients to your door. Now, wouldn't you love to get more new patients absolutely free? So absolutely without any cost involved, without having to spend money on expensive advertising. It is much easier than you actually think. Now, as I said, I use this strategy in my own health business, and I can honestly say that it is at the core of the success of my health practices. It helped me grow over the last 4 years to the point where I am now, where I'm actually not stuck in the business. I can take time off. I have the lifestyle that I've always dreamt of. And I have to say that this strategy was probably one of the most contributing strategies that I have used to get me where I am now. Now, at one stage of my business, this strategy helped to triple the number of new clients, new patients that are coming into my business without me spending a cent on advertising. The strategy is referrals. Now, I know that a lot of you have referrals coming in anyway. I'm sure you're delivering a great service to your patients, and some patients will actually choose to tell their friends, and so they bring them along. Now, this is what I would call organic referrals. So the referrals that happen by themselves without you doing anything to stimulate, to make it grow. Now, the big question that I have for you, and that's basically the secret behind the strategy, is how to get more of these referrals. How to double, triple, or even quadruple your referrals. Now, wouldn't you love to have your current clients do all the advertising and marketing for you? So they do all the work by bringing you a steady flow of new patients. So each person has friends, family. Now, imagine each of your current clients has a huge power to bring an absolutely incredible number of new patients to you. If they start talking, if they start telling their friends and family and acquaintances of how good you are. Now, the question is, how do you make it happen? How do you make them talk more about you to their friend list? So when asked what their main source of new clients, is, most health practice owners say referrals, and I'm sure you can probably relate to that as well. Now, many use that as an excuse not to get involved in marketing their practices to their own peril. So you may think that, I've got referrals coming through anyway. Why do I need to do more marketing, advertising? It doesn't work anyway. Now, this is not exactly right, as you can imagine. Now, even if you don't generate your clientele any other way but through referrals, my big question to you is, how can you increase referrals? So you've got what I call organic referrals, which is people referring to you without being asked to do it. So they just refer naturally. But there's a number of things that you can do to actually increase that referral numbers, to actually encourage your current clients to refer more to you. Now, most health professionals never ask themselves that question, unfortunately. Instead, they become victims of seasonal and all sorts of other random fluctuations in patient numbers, hitting them hard in the pocket. Can you relate to this? All of a sudden you're busy, and then all of a sudden your numbers drop off, and you end up stressing out why your clinic suddenly became quiet, and you're worried about how you're going to pay your bills. So this strategy can actually help you avoid getting into this nasty situation. Another very important factor is that over the last 20 years, very important changes have been taking place in our society. In particular, I'm talking about the consumer habits and behavior. In particular, since the GFC 2008, the way people choose who to do business with, the way people shop and choose their services has changed dramatically. People don't have as much loyalty with any particular business compared to 20 or 30 years ago. So in the older days, they used to choose a business, a physio, or a hairdresser, a panel beater, you name it, okay? And they used to tend to stick with them, okay, for pretty much entire life, unless they move to a different location. It is no longer the case. So these days, you have to work hard to keep people referring their friends to you. Even if you continue to deliver an absolutely amazing health service to them, it's not a given that they will continue to refer people to you. That's why harnessing the power of referrals can give you stability and prosperity you've always dreamt of. Wouldn't you like to have stability, knowing predictably how many clients you're going to get tomorrow, a week from today, a month from today? I think, especially with health businesses, it's that lack of certainty, not knowing that your clinic is going to be busy a month from now, 2 months from now. That's what actually makes it so stressful. So wouldn't you want to get rid of the stress? So why referrals so powerful? As I mentioned before in this video series in previous 2 parts, these days trust has arguably become the most significant factor when someone chooses who to do business with, and healthcare is not an exception. And what better way for a health business to gain trust than being recommended by a friend who your potential client fully believes and trusts? Just think about this for a second. How do you get what other strategy you can think of that will be better than getting someone who your prospect, your potential client, already trusts and respects to recommend you to them? Okay, as just simply nothing else exists that comes even close. So the big question that this strategy solves is that how do you actually get your current clients to recommend you more and more frequently? So this is an ultimate trust booster that is impossible to beat. So what can you do so that you start getting more referrals than you're getting now? So I have actually managed to increase referrals by as many as 3 times by implementing these strategies I'm just about to share with you. Strategy number 1. If I were you, I'd probably start taking notes, because this is absolutely must know for a health business owner. This can change your business forever. So number 1, after the initial appointment with a new patient, follow up with a phone call. You can do it either the same afternoon or the following morning. Now, this is absolutely amazing strategy. People, they just appreciate it so much that you will you will be their favorite service provider. I mean, end of story. That's it's just the way it is. And it doesn't take it's free for you, and it's it doesn't take much time, only maybe a minute to pick up a phone and call. So the thing is that no one actually expects it. So if you do this, it will blow them away. It comes as a pleasant surprise. And in healthcare especially, it shows that you care as a health professional. It's so important. Now, because hardly anyone does it, you will quickly become known as the one that cares. Now, think about it as yourself. Put yourself in the shoes of your patients. Maybe sometime in the past, when you went and saw a doctor, physiotherapist, chiropractor, dentist, have you ever got a phone call, from your health provider, maybe a few hours or even the next day after the visit, after the consultation, and if they rang you and said, how are you feeling? I just wanted to make sure that you're okay after your consultation, after your visit. If this did happen, how appreciated did it make you feel? How blown away? I mean, it's just if you ended up in this situation where someone actually chased up on you and made sure you're okay, either a few hours or the day after, wouldn't you want to recommend this health professional to your friends and family? I mean, the answer is simple. Of course you would. In fact, you would. If anyone mentioned that they had back pain or they have a toothache, you'd probably straight away say, "Oh, look, I know this really great health professional that will help you. They're so caring. They're really good at what they do." So a very simple strategy takes literally a minute or two to do. You have to be organized. You probably have to make a list of new people that you're seeing every day. So at the end of the day or the next morning, you just simply pick up a phone and call them. Strategy number 2. Now, you can either choose to give a small gift or complimentary welcome pack to all new patients. Now, again, this produces a wow factor, and you and your health business instantly stand out in their memory. Now, imagine a person comes into your clinic. No one expects this, and you give them something of value for free, just for coming in. So you could have a folder in which you put some maybe some gift certificates. You could put a pen. Maybe if you do like a little a welcome pack box, you can put maybe sort of a low cost a rub if you're a physio chiropractor that they can use, apply at home, a heat bag, a weed bag, that sort of thing. So anything that relates to your health profession and they may find useful, the patient might find useful. For a dentist, it could be a toothbrush. It doesn't cost a lot, but it imprints the fact that you care and that you're different on the mind of your patients. Makes it a lot more likely that they will tell their friends about their cool experience with you. So whenever a person gets something of value, completely unexpected, it really does make them remember you. Now, if you, like me, struggling to think of what you could actually put in your welcome pack, the way when I first found out about the strategy, I kind of struggled to think what I can actually include in that welcome pack. You can actually see a list of things that go either into my own welcome pack that I use in my own clinic, or the things that I recommend that you use if you belong to a different health profession like a dentist or a doctor. If you just follow this link here, you'll get a PDF document that basically describes by your profession what sort of things, low cost things you can include in your welcome pack. Let me just mention something else as well that is quite important. Here you need to know your numbers. Okay, you need to know your profit margin. What do you actually make? After all the expenses, for each new patient that comes in for their first visit. Now, this way you can actually tell how much you can afford to spend on your welcome pack. So you don't want to overspend because then you're breaking your budget essentially. But at the same time, it has to be something of value. So if you go really cheap, it probably won't create a very good impression on them. But a pen, as I said, a rub, like a sports rub or something like that if you're a physio chiropractor, a toothbrush maybe if you're or a good quality toothpaste if you're a dentist. So just these kind of things, they, even though they only cost you hardly anything, they can actually make a big difference in terms of how your clients perceive you and if they're going to recommend you to their friends. Strategy number 3. So not many people actually ask for referrals. Not many health professionals ask for a referral. I think this is something that we definitely need to do a lot more often. So yes, it's very obvious that if you ask, you get, as the saying goes. But hardly anyone does it in healthcare because we are so shy to do that. And I believe that there's absolutely no reason to be shy. There's nothing wrong with actually, if you're dealing with a patient who got really good results with you, there's nothing wrong with saying, possibly on their last visit, when they just received good service and good results from you, and they're probably raving about you. This is a good time to say, look, do you have any friends or family who could actually benefit from my services? And if they do, and they usually do, just say, look, here's my card. Would you mind just giving it to them? It works magic. You just have to do it, and also you must instruct your staff, health therapy staff as well, to do it in the same way. Another thing you can do: have an incentive to refer to you for your current patients. So, like, I call it a referral program. So you can offer some kind of prize, or a free complimentary service, like a voucher, a massage voucher, or any other sort of free voucher. Basically, it will reward your clients, your patients, for referring to you. And I'm saying this from my own experience. They will absolutely adore you for it. And it gives your current clients a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a push to tell their friends and family how great you are. And this strategy creates a very healthy buzz in your clinic. I actually have a couple of examples where people, a couple of my current clients that were referring to me, it almost like they started to compete amongst each other, who's going to refer more to me, to my clinic. I mean, wouldn't you like to have that in your clinic? People actually challenging each other. They're actually competing against each other. Who's going to refer more new clients, new patients to you? Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? And again, well, it doesn't cost you anything. Or if you think about the price that you're offering, well, if it's a free complimentary service, then again, it doesn't cost you anything if you are the one who's going to deliver it. So there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be using this amazing strategy in your clinic. So the only thing to note here is, depending on which country you're in, and which profession you belong to, you may want to check with your industry's regulation body or a lawyer to make sure that referral programs, referral rewards are permitted in your health profession. So just make sure you're not going to get yourself in trouble. But some health professionals, they're so scared of breaking the rules, they just don't do anything at all. Okay, they don't do any marketing at all. Now, I would strongly suggest that you try this strategy, but first you just go and check with your professional body if it's okay for you to do so. Now, use any of these referral techniques that you learned from this video today in any combination, or preferably, if you can, use them all. I mean, each one of those strategies, it can really do wonders to your business, and if you use them all together, the benefit multiplies, and it really is a life-changing exercise if you do really make an effort and implement them. And I suggest you don't wait tomorrow, today. Do it now, because then you forget. A couple of weeks down the track, you'll probably forget that you had to do it. While you're still excited about it, do it now. And I just want to thank you for listening to another of my videos on marketing in healthcare. And there will be another video coming up within the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye on it. If you haven't watched my other videos, just go back to my YouTube channel and have a look at my other educational videos where I teach you how to bring more clients to your door, make more profits in a completely 100% ethical way. So that's it for now, and to your success. I'll talk to you on the next video.